God Valley, a picturesque island, in spite of its beauty, cries of both men and women and helpless children were in the air because of the impending commencement of an event, or shall we say massacre. Like rabbits to be hunted for the event, all of them have one and only one goal: to run for their lives. Saint Garling and the rest of the Holy Knights, on the other hand, trying to contain their excitement and wear sinister smiles. As hunters and part of the world nobles, there is no greater pleasure for them than hunting helpless humans, which would commence in an hour. But gunfires were heard prematurely, so the sounds of cries were immediately replaced by sounds of screams, and hopelessness were felt throughout the island. While enjoying his vacation in a certain beach, laid back and listening to music, the young Vice Admiral Garp answered a call from the Marine headquarters, ordering him to be sent to a certain remote island. He was resentful at first, but probably due to the vacation vibe, and also due to his confidence that the Marines could handle the situation. But upon hearing Roger is mobilizing too, he immediately changed his mind. He exclaimed, "I'm going!" The Roger pirates was also about to leave the Hashinosu Island, just moments when they arrived upon learning that the Rocks pirates have already sailed. Roger's thought was that the Rocks pirates are ahead of them, and he is more than certain where they are headed to, and they have to move fast. The citizens, upon learning Rogers are in pursuit of the Rocks pirates, knew this will be a very big incident in the pirate world. Unbelievable amounts of marine ships encircled the God Valley Island, a way of saying that the island is an unescapable island for the sole purpose of concealing the massacre game that is currently happening within, a massacre of about 100,000 inhabitants for the purpose of expelling these natives for their resources. "We will all be killed in 3 weeks, Van shouted for the purpose of persuasion in a secluded part of the island, together with a group of captives. He is very certain of this in spite of the promised freedom if still alive past 3 weeks, as no one survived the previous massacre games in the past years. Not a single soul. Why bother giving them hope? A group mate asked. The pleasure of killing a running rabbit for hope and dreams. Ivan and the group decided then to escape instead, and they all know that they needed to help each other as much as possible. To steal the prize of the game, that is their established goal, the 2 devil fruits. One as the strongest type of devil fruit, to become a mythical dragon, and the other one, the pawpaw fruit, which grants the user the ability to send anyone flying far away to any island. They were more than certain that if any of them eats either of the fruits, they can escape the current hell on earth situation they are, including escaping the encircling marines, but with the caveat that the price of the game is at the dead center of the island. Ginny knew the plan weeks ago and tried her best to leak the secret island's location to the outside world, feeling certain that someone got the intel. They need timing and decoy. Kumachi unhesitantly volunteered to be the decoy, as he was confident with his big resilient body and for his heart not seeing any one of them die. The plan was set. Surprised, the Marines encircling the God Valley heard a fire of cannon. Rock's pirate's ship was seen, as well as other infamous pirate ships coming. Without delay, the Rock's pirates continued charging forward, including Captain Rocks himself. We can now see Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido in their youth. The Rocks reportedly landed ashore, as well as the other pirate ships. But what puzzles the Celestial Dragons is how was the top secret island location was leaked, and most of all, the pirates' purpose. Unbeknownst to everyone, Rogers and his crew also landed at the island. Saint Garlang immediately ordered the Marines to fall back, and together with the rest of the Holy Knights, they immediately protected the rest of the Celestial Dragons. Presence of Rocks is of concern already, much more with the presence of the rest of the pirates, as well as the unknown presence of Roger. Hope for the Marines was ignited as soon as Garp arrived at the scene with other Marine reinforcements. In fact, Garp is just really into Rogers, shouting his name and seeking for the pirate. Kumachi and Ivan, in the middle of the dead center island with pure chaos, were now holding the 2 much-awaited devil fruit prizes, but unfortunately, they didn't know which one is which. Just when they were about to eat the devil fruits, Big Mom of the Rocks pirates suddenly appeared and attacked Ivan. Kumachi was shocked. In fear and disbelief, sticking to the plan, giving all their best for their survival, Ivan shouted to Kumachi not to think anymore and eat the fruit he was holding. Kumachi was eating the fruit while running because of fear, also hearing from Ivan's words to save himself for their sake. As victory was being shouted by Ivan, Saturn Garcia of the Five Elders suddenly appeared in front of Kumachi and knocking him down immediately. "You are only allowed to become a slave and to die as one," said by Saturn. Although heard by knocked down Buccaneer tribe member Kumachi, these words also triggered something inside of him. Trying his best to stand up, he questioned about the strangeness of being great from the moment Saturn was born. He also said these last few words before the rest of the details were erased from the history, that if he had obtained any power at that moment, he wanted to save many people like them, just like NIka. Hearing these words reinforced the reason why Saturn needs to kill everyone. The last panel of the God Valley incident noted Roger confronted rocks before the incident was vanished into the darkness of history. A certain time has passed after the incident. In a church in the Sorbet Kingdom in South Blue, an almost healed up recovering Ivan is curious about the fact that no other information was leaked regarding the God Valley incident, besides from the legendary hero Garp, therefore questioning media's credibility. Feeling the floor and sunlight, the humbled Kumachi prays, contemplating that he could have saved more people. He is beside Ivan and Jeannie, all of the three of them together, and Ivan mentioning the saved people cried in tears of gratitude for saving them. Ivan also mentioned Kumachi's hand as the hand of liberation, capable of giving freedom to people. Kumachi still appears in awe and disbelief, staring at his hand with the symbol of the pawpaw fruit. Ivan then packed his bags as he wanted to enjoy the freedom and said goodbye to his new friends Kumachi and Jeannie. Kumachi and Jeannie stares at Kumachi's boat, saying goodbye and slowly disappearing in the horizon. Jeannie and Kumachi is now living a normal life by selling chopped woods. No more stealing and scavenging through trashes. For the first time in their life, they can sell something and buy foods to eat. It's a priceless experience for them, even though, because of Kumachi's large build, he was sometimes being bullied by the kids. Kumachi returned the favor by making them feeling better by removing pain. Kumachi and Jeannie sang, ate, and shared stories and foods to their heart's content. Suddenly, in spite of feeling full from the foods, Jeannie and Kumachi's tear suddenly fell from their eyes and they started crying. They never felt this feeling in their entire life. This feeling of happiness.